have gathered here, and we promise you today is when we turn your thoughts into reality. Namaskar. My name is Kubra Seth, and it is yet again my proud privilege to be your host at the Oppo F7 launch. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Oppo, I welcome each one of you and extend a very warm welcome. Thank you for being our extended family. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are about to witness on this stage is advanced technology at its very best. As we all know, technology is changing our lives for the better and is changing across the whole world. It is a part of almost everything that we do. And since we are here for the Oppo event, let us put the spotlight on something that is so special and something that we cannot live without, and that is our phones. In the recent times, we have also been speaking about AI, artificial intelligence, and it's been extensively doing its rounds in the technology space. And now, Oppo has used it so very effectively. This technology makes our phones our very own selfie expert. After launching the first AI-empowered smartphone in India last year, I'm sure there's so much more curiosity in your mind as to what does Oppo have to offer this time. And ladies and gentlemen, there's something that we can definitely promise. It is interesting, it's unique, and it is up our sleeve. So, well, I once again would like to thank each one of you for being here and joining me here on stage. I would like to welcome Mr. Will Yang, the brand director of Oppo Mobile India, to kindly come on stage and throw some light on the exciting journey of Oppo thus far in India, and of course, the concept behind the brand new selfie phone, hashtag the selfie expert. So please put your hands together as we welcome on stage Mr. Will Yang.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, what's up everyone? It's very glad to see you guys again, and I would like to extend our best, warmest welcome to all of you in the medias, our business partners, and of course, most importantly, our Oppo fans. So while we have met each other and had conversation before, I still want to introduce myself again. So my name is Will Yang. Is what is happening in Oppo and what is developing in Oppo. As a selfie expert and leader, we continue to lead the industry and provide innovative products. In 2017, we have maintained our support towards government's Make in India campaign. So we brought the industry's most advanced production line to India, not only to produce more localized products, but also perfect group selfie, which is our F3 series. 2, being the first brand to launch a smartphone with an artificial intelligence which enabled the camera to capture the focus on the use of India. We tied up with different platforms that they enjoy every day, be it as music, movie, Bollywood, or cricket. And these platforms have helped us engaging in their lives. So I would now like you to see a very brief brand journey that Oppo has had in the year of 2017.
Oppo, selfie expert and leader.
Hope you like what we have done last year. So as a brand, we definitely want to thank our consumers. Some of our old friends might already know that Oppo began to expand the global business in 2014. Yes, Oppo is a leading smartphone brand among the youngsters, not only in India, but also in 30 other markets around the world. As some of you already noticed that in November 2017, Oppo launched F5 in Russia. And later, at the end of January 2018, we entered in Japan. And we've made a quite impact there. Our entry into this new fresh territory has set things in motion. And since then, many have asked what's into European markets later this year. By bringing the high-quality products to the young smartphone users in Europe, we aim to share the same enjoyment and delight which currently experienced by our customers. Indeed, so that we can bring the best of the technology and offer a better experience to our young consumers. We now operate 6 R&D centers: Yokohama in Japan, Silicon Valley in America, Shanghai, Beijing, Shenzhen, and Dongguan in China. Through these centers, we aim to reinforce and operating systems. To offer advanced, innovative technology-led products, we are not just investing in, but we are more focused on developing technologies and come up with the newer and the best products to our consumers. For instance, as you have heard, its launch sparked the trend for a natural, real-looking selfies. And we've received great response from our fans. But we didn't stop there. It has been our constant efforts to look at Stanford Artificial Laboratory, and also with SenseTime, Qualcomm, and MediaTek, as they are known as the excellence of the center in researching, teaching, and application of AI. We also just announced the partnership with Qualcomm called 5G Pioneer Initiative, where we will be jointly developing 5G technologies which can be applied to Oppo's product and offer a seamless experience to our young consumers. And of course, yes, how can we miss Google when we want to make our product more intelligent and easy to use? By customizing several fields using a single word, which give a command to the Google Assistant. So it's very easy and convenient. The result of all these hard works in R&D is worth the efforts. Now we own 370 patents on artificial intelligence space as of January 2018 globally. And we also applied 20,522 patents on various smartphone technologies. Okay, I don't mind a clap. Thank you. And we're looking at more such efforts on this field and invest more in R&D space. All of these initiatives and developments are being done with one focused goal in mind, which is to making our product technologically advanced and superior to the limit of perfection. Besides, the quality is the dignity of the product, and we will build great products. Oppo is committed to set up a dedicated experiment team and quality standard system, which is much higher than industry's level. We expense test items and always make sure that outstanding product quality goes to our customers. So on this note, let me show you our non-stop pursuit of perfection in the product quality. Let's have a look.
Oppo, selfie expert and leader.
Just like the video showcased, at Oppo, we carry out multiple experiments and tests on various products. And all of this and more is to make sure that the best products goes to our customers' hands. And all we want to do this because we want to remain one of the most preferred and world's leading smartphone brand and pursue our perfection. On this note, without any further delay, I would like to invite our product manager, Rishabh, to come on stage and share you more about this new story. Thank you so much and hope you enjoy the rest. Thank you. Hey, Rishabh.
All to the Oppo F7 launch event. Well, our last selfie expert, the Oppo F5, did wonders and instantly gained popularity amongst the youth, fans and the media. For our product positioning, we focused on a unique tagline, capture the real you. And that instantly helped our customers to get a real and a natural looking selfie. With Oppo F5, we shared the love for natural selfies. And many of our media friends present here today shared a similar interest. Now let us have a look at few of the comments. For example, it's all about the big screen and the AI-powered selfie camera, says the BGR. The Tech Radar says Oppo F5 promises to take the selfie game to a next level using AI. So I would like to thank you all for your constant support and appreciation for our products. And it's because of this that we have enhanced our AI technology into a new product development, empowering our AI-powered selfie technology. With the powerful hardware and an enhanced software, we have designed the Oppo F7, which will give you a much better and a real-looking selfie. And for this, let me take you to a journey of all the features and specifications of Oppo F7. For the first time, our camera phone will be equipped with a 25-megapixel front camera. Thank you. And it's my honor to tell you that it's Oppo F7 that's going to be equipped with a 25-megapixel front camera. And besides this, we have also collaborated with the tech giant Sony, and I'm honored to tell you again that Oppo F7 will be the first camera phone that will be equipped with Sony's 576 sensor HDR. Thank you. And that will easily separate the hardware specifications rather than a software, and hence we call it the sensor HDR. And now you must be wondering, how does the sensor HDR technology actually operate? Well, when you take a selfie from the software HDR, you'll get three photographs: the overexposed, the normal, and the underexposed. And due to the low dynamic range of the software HDR, you get a very little detailed picture. And also, when you take a picture from the sensor HDR, due to its hardware specifications, not only do you get the exact same details in the preview, but you also get the exact same details in your selfies. And the real-time adjustments have to be initialized every time the light conditions change. And the sensor HDR's high dynamic range is 16 times higher than the software HDR, which equals to 16 electrovolts. And that is amongst the highest in the industry. And now, you must be wondering, what's the improvement? Well, now what you get in your preview is what you get in your selfies as well. Now, whenever you take a selfie, you will get the exact same details in that selfie that you got to see in your preview. For example, if you take a look at this picture, if you take a look at the normal preview, you do not get to see all the details. But with the sensor HDR, not only do you get all the details in the preview, but also you get all the details in the selfie. A selfie picture that's clearer with a high range of color, contrast, and details. Thanks to the sensor HDR, you get to see such a detailed picture. And now, even in the backlight conditions, you and the background will be much clearer, giving you a professional level selfie. Now, if you take a look at these two selfies, even though we have used the software HDR in the photo from Oppo F5, you can still clearly see the differences with the photo from F7. The photo in F7, the bridge in the background has much more details and a vivid color. And already informed I will before, we have always incorporated the latest AI technology into our products to give our users the best user experience. We at Oppo also believe that the selfie is not just about the beautification, but also uniqueness and specialized beauty effects. And hence, the Oppo Beauty Lab was formed, consisting of the leading professional engineers, AI experts, and councils, members, and international advices from renowned photographers, style icons from both around the globe, as well as the local style bloggers. We aim to provide the beautification effect with a professional, technical, and a social aspect. So without further delaying, let me call upon one of our lab experts and India's very own gadget guru. Please welcome Mr. Rajiv Makhni.
Thank you, Rishabh. Thank you very much. Thanks. That was very nicely done. What you've already spoken about the phone, but I think now my job starts. Right? Thank you. Why don't you take a seat? Let me take this.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I leave this stage onto the expert's hands. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. So let me define my role out here. Look, companies say a lot of things and then I get down with the product. I review them. I bring to you what is really the real part of that product. Companies can talk about many things, claim many things. My job is to really take the product or the device through its paces and then finally give you a verdict. Is this right what the company says, or is this just something that is a gimmick or marketing? So let's get started today with my review. AI on smartphones is something that we keep hearing. Every single brand seems to talk about it because artificial intelligence will have a very, very solid and various ways, numerous uses that we will use it for. But what really is AI, and especially what really is AI in photography? Every brand seems to use the term. Have you noticed how every time there's a launch, AI is thrown out? So therefore, it's everywhere and everyone. So let's find out today what is Oppo F7. When they said, come Rajiv, discover it, review it for us, I said, fine, this is fantastic. I'll go in really deep. So this is really my job today. I'm going to do a hands-on review of the Oppo F7, the photography and the AI, and we'll do it together. So good, should we get into it? All right, let's get started. Now, in India, Oppo is the first brand that integrates AI into selfies. And using AI, the phone's camera interface can detect the subject, whatever is in the frame. It could be landscape, it could be your face, it could be your pet, it could be anything. And accordingly, it adjusts the settings for the best possible image. AI can also identify facial features and automatically enhance them for a superior portrait. Now that you've heard from Rishabh. That you've heard from all that we've seen till now. Now, while Rishabh spoke a lot about the hardware, there is something else that is required to really make it shine, and that's the software. Hardware without software is like chocolate cake without any chocolate in it. So it's very, very insipid. There's no idea having chocolate cake without chocolate. So let's get down to the chocolate part of it. After working on the hardware of the Oppo F7, and giving it a very powerful upgrade from the previous phone, real AI now takes the Oppo F7 to a new level. Oppo now has AI Beauty 2.0, which is quite an amazing piece of software, and that's my review. Now, there are three major upgrades that they've done with Beauty 2.0, and I'll take you through them one by one. It's very interesting because right after this, I'd like you to go and try this out in the experience zone, and you'll notice that these three major upgrades you can try out, and you can try it out in the experience zone, and you'll be quite startled as to how it works. So let's start off with the first one, smarter AI recognition. With AI Beauty 2.0, the Oppo F7 can scan, and this is the interesting part, more than 296 facial spots. You can see it's actually mapping your entire face, breaking it up into smaller bits. It recognizes every part of it, 296 plus. And that is a very, very big deal because that has never been done before. That's 20% more AI spots than the Oppo F5, and that's the most amount of precision in the industry. But that's great, 296, we've mapped the face, they've done it. What's the big deal? What does it do? So it maps the face. So it knows these are the parts of the face. How does it really help? I'll give you an example. Oppo has actually researched that people's eyes, and this is the example I'd like to start with. The eyes become the most key factor of every time you take a selfie or you have a portrait, and it decides the quality of the selfie. When you really look at your selfie, if your eyes are not looking very good, it spoils the entire selfie. Thus, Oppo thought they'll really take a big improvement in that area and added, as you can see, more feature spots around the eye. It actually recognizes every part of the eye into intricate inches, centimeter detail. Yet again, what happens is once it recognizes that this is your eye, when you use the beautification, it leads to a very subtle, very natural, but makes you look so much better. Okay, look, whether you admit it or not, we all, I know a lot of you will say no, but you know in your heart, we all use beautification on all our pictures before we post them online, or we even post it to some of our friends on WhatsApp. I know if I ask how many people use it, the number of hands will be less, but the truth is you all use it, right? Right? Let me hear it. Yes? Yes, absolutely. So the people who said yes, you're very truthful, everyone else is a liar. So you all use it and that is the truth, okay? But when we do, and this is a really interesting one, when you use beautification, one glaring problem comes up, right? Your face looks great, but your arms, your neck, your shoulder area, that is not beautified, right? So that just looks terrible. It's a glaring problem. It looks extremely fake, doesn't look at all. And people come to know, oh, this person used beautification and the picture is fake. Well, not anymore. This is where things really start to look interesting. With AI Beauty 2.0, now there is arm and neck recognition also. It doesn't just stop there, as you can see, it's carrying on. So now you can get a perfect picture from the top to the bottom. And that really makes a difference. Use this in the experience zone and you'll know what I'm talking about. Then there's that other big problem, right? Every time you use beautification or any enhancements, it's very generic. It doesn't differentiate between a man and a woman. Everyone gets the same treatment. So the men look more beautiful and the women look more handsome. But that's not the purpose of what you're trying to do, right? I mean, that's not what you want. You want it to look absolutely perfect. And sometimes because it doesn't differentiate between a man and a woman, you get very comical effects. Well, kiss that goodbye too, because Oppo's AI now can actually recognize differences not just in gender, man or woman. It will also do it.
Thanks. Such as the inverted triangle, the semicircle, etc. And now, in this era of full screen, with the Oppo F7, we present you the super full screen. Now just take a look on how good looking the super full screen is. The Oppo F7 comes with an impressive 6.23-inch 19:9 screen aspect ratio. And it also comes along with the FHD Plus 2280 into 1080 resolution, which also gives you an enhanced video experience. Accompanying this big screen, we have numerous software assistants which give you a better full screen experience. And hence, we have enhanced our navigation system. For example, the right is the multitasking, middle is the home button, and the left is the back button. The left and the right can be interchanged. The full screen multitasking. Now the full screen multitasking can hold up the apps or notification bubbles so that you can read your important text or messages even while you're watching videos or playing games. Now, a beautiful and also a practical full screen you can only find in Oppo F7. Now, as you all know about Oppo, you can really vouch for aesthetics and uniqueness in the product or the color. We in Oppo have always believed that a product is not about only the software or the hardware, but also a beautiful, fashionable design. And if you have take a look at our product portfolio, starting from FCB's edition to the dashing F5 Blue edition, we have always reflected a fashionable trend. And now you must be wondering about the Oppo F7. And before I say anything else about the Oppo F7, I want you guys to have a look at this video.
Oppo F7 25 megapixel AI-powered selfie. Capture the real you. Oppo selfie expert and leader.
Yes, we are back again with the bold colors to reflect a fashionable brand image. Starting with the solar red, resembling the sun at noon, passionate and warm, full of energy and love. The solar red has been specially designed by our engineers to give our customers a transparent and a premium look and feel of a smartphone. Another bold color that we have introduced is the moonlight silver. Hazy yet perpetual. Designed by our engineers to give the same beautiful feeling that you get when you look at the gorgeous full moon. Now, with the Oppo F7, you get a greater integrity of design and the classy materials. Now, moving on to the performance. The Oppo F7 is equipped with a 64-bit octa-core, which makes it give you more storage and an efficient operation. It also comes with a triple slot tray, which supports 4G dual SIM cards and one micro SD card, which can have an expandable memory of a staggering 256 GB. Now, Oppo F7 has been equipped with a 3400 mAh power cell. And now it will give you a continuous 33.5 hours of music, 13.4 hours of video. And what the AI battery management does is that it reads and identifies your usage pattern and then accordingly shares its powers to unproductive and the productive apps. For example, if you have a habit of playing games in the night, then the AI battery management will read that usage pattern and then share the power to your gaming apps in the night rather than the other unproductive apps. And after the AI battery management, you must be wondering about our operating system. Well, we have a new and a much enhanced ColorOS 5.0, which is based on the Android version 8.1, which has AI inbuilt in it. And coming to the ColorOS design, that it many changes. For example, we have changed our home icons, app icons, and different backgrounds and made more attraction to the colors, etc. You name that aspect and that aspect has been enhanced to give you a new and a refreshing feel. Coming to the ColorOS safety. Now you have much more control over your personal information. For example, you can store your confidential files in the password protected safety box. You can select the apps that you want to hide from the public view. And most importantly, you can restrict your personal information that you want to share with the third-party applications. After the ColorOS safety, let's come to the safety unlock. The Oppo F7 comes with an impressive speedy facial unlock, which is as easy as just holding up your phone just to say hi. And now the facial unlock will not respond if your eyes are closed, hence maintaining secrecy and privacy. The facial unlock also comes with the other standard unlock methods, such as the fingerprint unlock at the back, the password unlock, and the pattern unlock. And like we have already introduced some different AI features, like in the ColorOS, we have introduced